My dear friends, as most of the war experts and political analysts around the whole world were feared, the talk between the US President Mr. Trump and Russian President Mr. Putin would fail in Alaska on 15 August 2025. Fortunately or unfortunately, the same kind of result break in on 16th August 2025 morning, that nothing concrete came out from these top leaders' discussions. And again, the world surprising, once not sufficient groundwork was done from both the ends, how the top leaders agreed to meet and discuss that very important matter, the conflict parties, Ukraine and Russia. In my opinion, and generally it is noted that whenever something is agreed upon between the two parties on major issues which generally prevails in the world, the groundwork is done from both these party members prior to the summit of top leaders is scheduled. Unfortunately, it did not happen this time. The meeting of top leaders discussing about some very important issues and expecting some agreement to take place, some documents to be signed. And previously it has been noted that in most of the cases this is merely a formality to declare or sign documents between top leaders in front of the press. Before that, everything is done and documented. This is happening because you can see now Russia is one party, Ukraine is one party, and US is one party, and European Union is one party. Now those two parties are not taking part in the discussion directly. The US and Russia discussing the issue. On the other hand, the force behind the Ukrainian President Mr. Zelensky's power is European Union. You can say NATO barring USA. The top leaders of these five countries, namely Britain, Germany, France, Italy, at least these countries must be taken into confidence before any discussion takes place on this issue. USA initially thought that USA will be able to solve this issue, even keeping out the European Union leaders. However, now Mr. Trump is realizing that Ukraine and European leaders' opinion about these conflict or these type of agreements is also very much essential. That's why he is advocating now that he will talk with the NATO leader, other European Union leaders, and will talk with Mr. Zelensky. As news in the air that coming Monday, means on 18th August 2025, the Ukrainian President Mr. Zelensky landing Oval Office second time regards to the discussion. I am failed to understand how this truce will happen once the condition put by Russia Out of other conditions, there are two major conditions. One is not going to leave Luhansk, Donbass, Zaporizhia, and Kherson territories, which is already covered or captured. Another condition is that Ukraine must not be granted membership of NATO in the near future. Contrary to this, the Ukraine's President Mr. Zelensky's stand is that Ukraine is not going to hand over or give up any inch of its territory or land. Secondly, Ukraine must be given some security, sure security assurance against Russia. The conditions or preconditions put forward by both the parties are self-contradictory in the nature. In the whole crisis, the Russian positions is quite cumbersome. One side, Russia to regain its superiority in the region. Other hand, Russia also have the responsibility to defeat Ukraine as Russia invaded Ukraine. In other hand, what's happening in the mindset of European countries? They have noticed some economical, strategical and militarily weak points in the Russian strategy. Now they want to encash this opportunity. Russia is already entangled in this conflict. More than 3 years passed, nothing concluded, and European countries are so strongly tied together, they determined that Russia should not come out from this conflict and Russia should be weakened, so that the superiority or security is unchallenged in the Europe. Mr. President's trying to stop this conflict, but his efforts still not bearing any fruit. But at least he must be appreciated that he is trying to stop this bloodshed. Let us see what will happen in the days to come. But in my own opinion, this war is not going to stop so soon, because the conditions put forward by both the countries and European Union determined to continue this engagement and to support Ukraine economically, militarily, politically, diplomatically. They will extend all kind of supports for Ukraine so that this war continue to go ahead. Until and unless out of two parties, one party generously feel that they are losing conflict, then only some negotiations on the table may happen. Otherwise, this conflict will go on for some more time. What happened if it goes again for longer time? The day will come when the world may witness Third World War. Definitely, if it happens, it may turn into a nuclear disaster. To avoid this disastrous point, it is the responsibility of each and every state head or world organization leaders that this conflict should not go beyond the controlling point. Let us hope that in days to come, some kind of agreement must be formalized and people of both the countries may live peacefully in that area. Hoping best. Thank you.